We all know that the coronavirus is affecting people in weird and mysterious ways, making some evil, some extremely nice, and others in a gray area, undecided. But what my coworker Jack experienced one late night shift would be the weirdest and creepiest experience we had ever seen before. If you thought some people were weird, just wait until you hear about this guy. The time was 8:30 p.m., 30 minutes before we closed the store, and there were only a couple customers left. One of my coworkers, Jack, and his bagger were just waiting in the back of the registers for people to come when they noticed a strange man come up to them. The way Jack described him was tall, creepy, slumped over, and most profoundly looking like Big Ed from My 90-Day Fiancé. To put it in perspective, he was the kind of guy you would imagine working in a cemetery as a gravedigger. As the strange man started to put his stuff down, both Jack and the bagger started doing their job just like normal, hoping that they could just get the man to pay and leave. But oh, were they wrong. Now usually when a customer approaches a cashier to talk about something, it's normally normal, if you know what I mean. But in the middle of the transaction, the man brought up very weird conversations. And when I say weird, try imagining conversations about
dead bodies.
The man first began to explain how he was going to wear his hazmat suit inside the store because of his job, making Jack question what he actually did for a living. Then the guy says, "You know what I do for a living? I go to a house that someone had died in and I clean it up." Creepy, but you know, everyone has their professions. But then he goes on to explain how bodies can
Liquefy.
if they've been sitting for a while, and how if a person dies on a mattress, it is easier to clean up. And let me be clear, when Jack and the bagger didn't ask for any of this information. Now at this point of the transaction, Jack had already checked out the creepy man about 5 minutes ago, which meant he was just standing and talking to the uncomfortable workers for nearly 10 minutes. As the man started to talk louder, people and other coworkers started to notice, alarming the manager at the time. When the manager realized what was going on, she asked the bagger, "Why don't you change gloves over there?" and helped him leave the scene. And when another 2 minutes passed, the same offering was given to Jack. Even still, when both of them attempted to leave, the man was still trying to talk about dead bodies and why it was so significant to his life. But after a couple more minutes, when the man finally left, Jack was left hyperventilating to the people working in customer service, freaking out because of how descriptive and consistent the man was. And remember, all of this happened pretty late at night. Super spooky. So, this was the story of how my coworker Jack almost got kidnapped late night in a grocery store, and I'll see you all next time. Also, Jack actually has a YouTube channel, which you can search Demon Doggy in the YouTube search bar, or you can find it in the description below.